Hey, good evening. Usually I'm saying good morning. I tend to try to defeat things by taking a nap. Then I have 2 days in one, right? Or two a day. And so the morning went like a rocket as usual. And so this is evening, winter evening, and here we are. And thanks for joining me. I'm Vic at Channel Vic Saga. Thanks for checking out what's going to be my view of a model 235 12 gauge shotgun, long 30-inch barrel, and I'll show it to you. I just wanted to say thanks for checking me out here. I gotta take that down and show it to you specifically here. And so there's always that little delay. And so this is yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, there we are. That's the it's a 12 gauge and a hammer double. J. Stevens Company, Tool Company, J. Stevens and Tool Company, Chicopee, Massachusetts. And this is about a 1915, okay? So vintage again. And I did the bluing job back in '63, and it's held up pretty good. I did flame treatment then too, and kind of went light because I like to paint light skies. But at any rate, that's how she looks. Pretty decent wood, and say 2 and 3/4 inch chamber, and it's a modified choke on the right barrel and full on the left. I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. And maybe, if I can, yeah, I think I can. I'll do this technique. Give you some. I wish the inside. I wish the barrels looked as good on the inside as they do on the outside, but some people have said, hey, not so bad. Anyway, that's the right barrel, should be. And there's some pitting, but hey, this is over 100 years ago, right? That's the left barrel, and full choke, and again, some pitting. And so that's how that looks on the inside. The mechanism, how it works is pretty nice. It is this lever over and she opens, and this lever over and she closes. A lot of designs, you don't have to push it over to bring it. You just you slam it hard and it locks. You slam this one hard and it doesn't do it any good. That's interesting too with a vintage technology. My heroes on different channels. Harrell, for example, Paul Harrell had a new one he was showing, and he was concerned because you cock it. Let's say you have a shell in there. You've cocked it, and then you've gone to shoot, and oops, it's already gone. Can't get that one. So now you've got the shells in there, and you're pointing it down, and now you're trying to be safe, and so you don't know how much further you have to walk before your next game shows. And so what are you going to do here? All right. And so somebody said, he said, well, what you do, front trigger is right front, left rear. All right. And so he said, what you have to do is you release the hammer a little bit, release the trigger, and it goes to half cock. Okay, same thing with the left barrel. Release put your thumb on the hammer, bring it back a little bit, release the trigger totally. It goes to half cock. there's no half cock on this gun. Okay, and so the quickest way is just open it up, and if you're a little bit leery of let's say your shotgun shells are in there. If you're leery about that being dangerous, well, you can carry it like this. You can just break it open and then bring it all the way back. Okay, so there's quite a variety. Another hero of mine is Hickok 45. He had an expensive Texas-made shotgun. Same thing, hammer double, brand new, I guess, and it was a what the heck? It was a Cimarron company, and $1,700. It's like woo, and he was concerned because he said when it's like this, when it's broken like that, you can't bring it back. You can't close it. All right, you can't do this action here. And so you have to therefore pull that lever, pull this all the way over in order to then bring it back. All right, and but that new one, his new one, expensive one, you can't bring it down. You can't do this. Okay, you can't bring it like that. And he was saying, that's a feature that he didn't particularly like. And wasn't sure why they would impose that on a person. Well, I figure in the old days they didn't want people to inadvertently slam it down like this and then remember, oh yeah, there you gotta flip this. And so in order to be foolproof nowadays, they just made it so that you can't do that. You can't make that mistake. And with the other one, with Paul Harrell's, if your hammer is back, you couldn't bring it all the way over. Okay, so a couple of different things. It's interesting. In both cases, it's kind of a joy to me because this is over 100 years old. Now, what didn't you have over 100 years ago? A lot of court cases with a lot of lawyers attacking these companies, and so you don't have a half cock here, okay? And you don't have these extra features. So there's no extra safeties on it. You just got it like that. It's just kind of common sense. Except 100 years, I guess over 100 years ago, people had common sense. Now we try to make everything so that it works for the person without any common sense. All right, and so it's amazing. Talk about how do we evolve? How do we improve? How do we get it's like, okay, so anyway, we got to make everything for idiots or people who don't have any common sense. Anyway, enough of that. I wanted to show you a simple breakdown too, of course. These guys, you just boom this and out with it, and there it is. And so there's your 3 pieces. And do whatever you need to with it, and if you have to pack it, it's easy to do. Now again, things are made so that you can repair these yourself, and there's an interesting feature, I think, in terms of like the firing pin is kind of neat. Access. There's a nice little screw right here. If I'd show you more, I'd get you a screwdriver, but it's got to be a perfect screwdriver. You can't have anything wrong size. It's got to be the exact one. And then as soon as you do that, it's really great because then you can get this firing pin out, pop that out, burnish it, shine it up, and make it really nice, and put it back in, lightly screw it down, and it's all set to go again. So just so many things are accessible, easy to self repair or adjust or shine or maintain, and it's a joy of, to me, all vintage things versus vintage cars, vintage bikes, vintage boats. Yeah, you've heard me before, maybe, and sorry, but I tend to repeat that idea. So anyway, something that I ran across also, probably about '63, and that is this box of shotgun shells over here. You know, it's like, whoa, what are these? You know, do they still make these? And is that, so here's this old box of Remingtons. And spooky thing is, you get into them and you realize, whoa, that's not nice, okay? Can I show you the corrosion on the brass is nothing that you want to put in your gun, you know? And so I suppose these things are about $2 a piece, but who cares? Compared to the damage that you might do, you just don't fool around with that. And so you don't put old shells. These are paper. Yeah, that's paper. And so they're probably 1960. That's where vintage has its limits, I guess. And so, at any rate, I guess that's mainly what I wanted to say about the Model 235. It's substantial, and I love it, and that's how this particular shotgun is. I've got another one I'll show you in another video, which is older and smaller. And what I'd like to do with both of them would be we'll go to the club and I'll shoot some clay, or try to shoot some clays, and we'll see how that goes. But thanks for looking, and if you got a second, if you're interested, punch the subscribe and hit the like if you liked it. Don't hit it if you didn't. And thanks for looking. This is probably enough for tonight. I think I'll hit the lights here and see how we are for atmosphere tonight. It's kind of whap. Okay, sort of. It's mainly dark, right? But any rate, that's life in my place. Okay. All right. Have a good evening.